Hello everybody and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. The gigantic stack of wool is growing by the day. And today we're actually moving on to March because I want to do the pea drilling. Yeah, I mean you could just stay in the winter time and take each month extremely slowly, but I'm at risk of making this series dull just by being repetitive. We are just really stuck in a rut of doing feeding of the water buffalo and selling wood pallets. And I'm not going to do that. We're still going to do it, but just not as strictly as we have been doing. We're obviously succeeding very well. Don't know why I've just got into that. We're not quite ready for the harvest. You do need to sow the seeds first. Yeah, so I think we'll use the Zerian. Where is Mazerian? Unless, of course, we do just demo something big, which would always be fun. Would be fun to do that. We have demoed these already. I think, yeah, let's just have a look at the options when it comes to pea planters. It would be tempting just to use the one we already have, but I think we're going to go for this one here because it's much wider and I think it's faster. Yeah, it's faster as well, although it doesn't apply fertilizer, but that's not a problem because we do have the sprayer. So hopefully our Zerian is going to be absolutely fine running this. If not, then, well, we'll just have to demo another machine, won't we? It'll be fine. Okay, right, so let's just go this way. And we do have, at the very least, 2 fields just down here, which are going to be done with peas. And the combined size is quite large. Oh yeah, one of them has got cover crop in. We do obviously need to move on to March. Oh, poop. Yes, that would help. I'll move on to March. But yeah, this is the area just down here. These 2 fields, basically everywhere between us and the yard, well, the field at the yard, will be peas. That is going to take quite some time to drill, and that's why I want to go for the biggest one available to us. Well, the biggest direct one. Because, yeah, it's not cultivated. Well, this one looks to be cultivated, actually. I'll have to make sure they haven't put a crop in, but I don't think they have, because if it had been put in the autumn, it would have germinated, and it's too early to have put something in now, so I think it's just cultivated. Okay. Now, when we do this, we're going to get inundated with messages saying no space for wool and no space for milk. I have just moved everything, but it will be full again. That's how quickly it happens. Yes, we are producing everything like crazy. I'm already completely putting this series down to a success, a full success. It couldn't really have been more successful. Yeah, if we just kept playing beyond episode 200, like episode 500, we would be, I don't know, we'd probably easily hit 100 million before episode 500. But yeah, we've got to stop at 200 because I want to do new things, try out new maps, new machines. New maps especially. Although I have tried to get some new machines onto this series. As for the milk, well, it's just going to have to wait for the time being. Okay, so seeds. Don't know how many we're going to need. But that should be okay for now. We'll get that set to peas. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't think we've soil sampled the new field, this one here. So we'll have to pay a little bit of money to purchase the soil information. There we go. So it's mostly a continuation of that field, like mostly sandy loam, but we do have this block of silty clay. Not ideal, but it'll be fine. Okay then, right, so let's just get cracking first of all, and then we can assess the situation and see how long we think it's going to take. Wow, is that full width? Ooh. Wow. Oh no. That's going to take a while. It looks like we might be getting a worker to do a fair chunk of this. But the peas are going in. And I think I'm probably going to drill this pretending that there is not a dividing line between the two. Let's just see what it feels like. We'll see what feels right. But yeah, Yeah, I would not have wanted anything smaller. It probably feels small just because the tractor's so big. Like if we had this behind a drop-nosed Matthew Ferguson, then it really is going to feel gigantic. Yeah, we don't really need to do too much headland. It's just so I don't miss little bits every time. Good progress so far, but as you can see, quite a bit left to go. So what we'll do is we'll stick this one onto a worker, and I think I'll get my drill, the one which we already own, onto another tractor. Ideally, oh look at that, I've got an achievement. It's so easy. Yes, these are peas, they're not beans. But anyway, yeah, if we get ours going as well on the case, then that would really speed things up. But maybe I should just keep out of this field altogether and move on to the other one, because this setup is more than enough to finish here. So if I just set up the worker very quickly, I'll tell it to not do the headland because that will just confuse it, since I have already gone around the headland once. So AI worker, work the headlands off, up and down, go. Let's see how well it does. Yep, you stay there. Where are you going? Okay, well I think it's going to correct itself, hopefully. Yeah, so if we, in the meantime, go and get the case tractor, we're on the case, then I can, I'm never gonna stop saying that little joke, am I? It never gets old, I'm sure it does. Yeah, is our drill down at the other farm? I'm guessing it is. I don't think it's up here. I don't want to go all the way down there, though, to find out that it's up here. But there's no reason for it to be up here, since we don't have any fields that we drill. We've only got grass fields and they're all done, so, well, we'll just have to hope for the best. On my way down there, I checked the map and I discovered that it actually is up here. Can you believe it? Well, it shouldn't be. We'll keep it down at the other farm from now on. But as we are up here, if we've got any more seeds lying around, we can put them into here. But, oh, we do. Nice. Oh yeah, and we can do fertilizer with this one too. There's positives of both. Obviously the other one's faster and wider, but then this one is able to do fertilizer and it's cheaper. Right, that really should be working. There we go. We'll just put whatever we can in there. I think that's probably it. Right, I'll see you down at the field. It's going to be very busy March and April. We'll also have to do the rice. Actually, we probably do have enough... we definitely do have enough pallets there of rice saplings, so we might as well, this year, for the final year, plant the rice, like transplant the rice instead of sow the rice. Because we've been doing long grain rice for the past few years. Just bought a bit more fertilizer, 2 more bags, so we've managed to fill it up, although looking at that nitrogen map, it looks like we probably don't even need it in this field. The previous owner must have already applied some. So, well, there you go. We'll just have to use it in another field, which I'm sure will be pretty easy. That field over there needs doing. So whatever we drill in there will benefit from the fertilizer in this drill. So I wonder what's going to finish first. The Zerian or this? Well, considering the Zerian is not even in the right area, then I think I'm going to finish first. But I'm going to have to sort that out, because what is it doing? I've done that. Oh, we'll have to just see if it comes back over here. It is showing a sign that it's going to come back over here. Ah dear, right, well, I'll keep my eye on it. I have no idea what it's doing, but what I do know is it's just wasting our time and money. So maybe if I go over the far side and set it off over here, maybe that would give it a chance. I don't know. Yeah. So I just stick with what I always said. The workers have never been as good. They definitely have improved a great deal for FS25, but they're not perfect. They still do bizarre things. Right, so maybe if I set it off on this side, it'll be fine, because yeah, it's not as confusing as I have not already drilled next to it. This is a fresh run. Go, worker, go! Do your thing. I put you on course. What? Oh, I give up. Oh, it probably considers this the headland, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it did. So it's gone to the next run, the next pass, which is fine. That's good. It'll probably never do this last bit, because like I said, it's told not to do the headland, so it probably won't do this. But if it does everything beyond where it is now, then great. So, oh, I'll be pleased when this is done. I really will. What are we, halfway? Probably. It's a curved field, so it's not quite as big as it appears. Just wondering if we should do any more peas, though. We obviously own the pea viner, so we're going to benefit a great deal at harvest time. We don't need to rush, because we don't have to think, oh, we're going to have to be paying hourly fees because it's rented. But no. Nope. It's all ours. Yeah, I know we did pay a ludicrous amount, but at least we don't have to rush. We can have a leisurely harvest. Oh, is it coming back in this direction? If it does, that's quite surprising. Anyway, this time lapse we're going to finish this field, and we'll hope that that one over there gets finished, but who knows, it's a mystery. Well, I'm almost done, but as you can see, the Zerian is faffing about. It takes forever for it to manoeuvre and reverse back up to where it needs to be. So I think maybe with the exception of one tiny slither just here, I think this field is done. Let's just get the latest. Yep, there we go. And that field, yeah, looks rather interesting at the moment. But it's a different colour. We don't normally get this minty green colour because I very rarely do peas. That's why I wanted to do a large-scale pea harvest. This is the perfect series to do it in. And why am I folding up? I might as well help out. It's being useless. The tram lines will never be done though. I think that's going to stay set at that. So it will never actually sow the peas where the tram lines are. And also, am I under the impression that peas don't require fertiliser? I am. Am I not? Yeah. I don't think they need it. This crop does not require additional fertiliser. Which is good. Yeah, that saves us money. So I'm just going to, well, do what it's considering the headlands. Everything else it really should be able to do itself. There's no excuses. And then we do have, yet again, another full wool spawn point. And it's only been, what, half an hour since I emptied it? Maybe a bit more. It really is astonishing how quickly they're producing wool. And next month we're going to sell it all. So actually, we probably should start to load it onto a trailer. Let's just get this done first of all. Should only take about, well, in a time lapse, 20 seconds. There we go. Okay. I think the pea planting is done. That tractor can finish off. We're going to put this back in the shed. Although next episode will probably be in that field over there. Or maybe this one. We've got, hang on, which one do we have? We have that one, don't we? That one there. So that one need doing as well. And then we can get the rice planters into these, but they will need cultivating. Yeah, lots to do. So much to do before the end. I wonder how the temple is getting on. Oh, that shed's full. Okay. Well, like I said, it's going to be used next time, so we'll just pop it here. Temple. How is the temple doing? It must be doing fairly well. I don't know if it's noticeable. Yeah, they're just starting the roof. Good to know. Right. I wonder how the sawmills are doing. Goodness me. Wow. Well, wood chips could be sold because the price is no doubt still quite good. Yeah, that really is quite astonishing. Not bad here either. But, yeah, first things first, we do have the wool, which is just amazing. Look at this. I just can't believe it. I've never had so much wool. I think if we bring the lorry with the trailer, we can hopefully autoload it on. And, well, I don't know if it's even going to fit, all of it. Let's just see. Let's just get the lorry. It's still playing with the milk churns. Yes, it is playing with the milk churns, and for some reason they won't come out of there. We'll just take them out. Because these just need to go into this dairy eventually. We're probably full again. Yeah, we're full again over there. We're going to have to just start selling them because we just can't process them fast enough. And do we want this trailer? Maybe this is not the best trailer for wool, is it? Maybe it is. Okay, yeah, we'll go with it. Have you ever seen anything like it? Wow. We're set to stack, so it should stack to the roof. Well, if nothing else, this is super neat. Looks fabulous. But no, it's not all going to fit. Which is saying a lot, because usually, in the past, I've always struggled to even half fill this trailer. And now look at it. I think you know you're doing well when you're just filling articulated lorries super easily. It's always funny looking back, because I bet in the first 30 episodes I was really struggling. So that's 64,000 litres alone, just with what we've got here. As you can see, right to the back doors. So we'll close the curtain, and I don't think March is the best time. April is normally the best time, so we're going to have to keep them in here. And in the meantime, more will be produced. Yeah, wool right at the bottom. Yep, so April is the month. I guess we could take those planks, but we do have this, which is still drilling nothing. You fool. Come on, this way. Let's go and return. Well, I don't know. Do we need it next time? Again, we might need it next time. Because if I set this off on a worker, if I dare, then I could work in another field. So yeah, we'll just stop it. We'll just put it over here. We'll probably need it in this field. But again, the headland is going to be a pain, because even if with steering assist, it does crash into the poles going around the outside. So I would have to do that, and then I'd have to tell the worker to ignore the headlands. I don't know if it's going to appreciate that, but that's the way it's going to have to go. Okay, let me get a flatbed, and we'll go and pick up those planks and beams. As I said, it's not something I want to keep doing continuously, but until this temple is fulfilled, we don't really have a choice, because I'm not stopping the temple now. We are finishing that temple. So much work has gone into it. Time, dedication. We just can't afford to straight away. Because some people might have just cheated the money in and just bought the products required. Fair enough, I don't blame you. It's a big job. But I've done it all as legitimately as possible, as you've seen in the videos. So, yeah, I'm not throwing it away. We've got to do it. But Giants, my goodness. I don't know if anyone from Giants is watching, probably not, but if you are, you really did set the ultimate goal here. Definitely a challenge. I never thought when I started the temple it would take so much work. And here we are, the last load. Oh, I was so hoping that they would leave some on the trailer, because that would mean they have got everything they need. But no, but we're up at 1.28 million, again, and oh, we must be so close. I say this all the time though. Oh, that means when I first said we must be so close, we must have been nowhere near. But no, we really must be so close to getting enough long planks. We must be. We've just got this module, that one, and an entrance canopy thing here. Okay, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.